Hello, DVC friends. Welcome to our DVC journey. I'm Brian,
And I'm Gail.
and we are happy to bring this to you because we had opportunity to go and have a special dinner, and I am wearing my shirt from Wilderness Lodge because that's where we went. We went to Storybook Dining, which involved Snow White and Dopey and Grumpy and the Evil Queen, and it was just a wonderful time. What's the name of the restaurant, Gail?
It's at Artist Point.
Artist Point.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to get to Wilderness Lodge first, and then you walk through the front door, that grand entrance that they have, and you go all the way back, and just behind the big fireplace, if you've been there before, to the left, there's a podium, and there'll be a cast member there to greet you and check you in, and then you would think the restaurant's right behind it, the podium, but it's not. It's a little bit of a walk. So she walks you down the corridor and takes you to another cast member, and then everything starts.
You walk into the restaurant and it is themed like you are in the forest. Very well done, very cute. I loved that the ambiance in there. It was great.
Yeah, as we're talking about this, you'll see I'm showing videos. So here we are, we're walking in. You can see the different trees that are there and the lighting. And they change the lighting depending on what the circumstance is. So right now it's really lit up, but through the course of dinner, it'll get darker. And then when the evil queen appears, it just turns to red, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it was red. It changes color,
It's
though.
just a neat experience. So we get to our table and they get us our menus. And this was totally something different that we weren't expecting. And as far as the menu, because we thought, well, I'll order this. Gail, what are you going to order? Appetizers. And so it's totally different.
Yeah. It's 65 for adults, 39 for kids. It's not an all you can eat, but I will say that in spite of that, everything was actually very good. Very flavorful, really good.
Yeah.
So they brought out the appetizers first. We didn't choose the appetizer we want like we thought we were going to. It really was kind of like there are two of us, so it's like they brought out three small plates because there were three appetizers with two of each thing on it.
Right.
So you each got to try each appetizer.
Right. So with the mushroom,
so there
bisque,
was
you got two little bowls of it.
There was a wild mushroom bisque. There was a hunter's pie. And there was some wicked shrimp cocktail as well.
Yeah, so there's a shrimp cocktail on a few garnishments around it.
Yeah, I think the shrimp cocktail may have just been one plate, but enough for two.
Right. Yeah, it had two
but
shrimp on it.
the soups were individual.
Yeah, the soups were individual.
Yeah.
But very good appetizers. I enjoyed each of them.
Yes.
And then we did get to select an entree.
Yes, you do get to select your own entree. And they have I'll just read them. There aren't very many. You can choose from cottage beef stroganoff, royal prime rib roast, which is what we chose. There is a stroll through nature, which is, it appears to be meatless. So if you're vegetarian, there was a slow braised pork shank, herb chicken, fish, and another chicken. So, you have your beef, chicken, pork, and a vegetable to choose from.
And it was plated nicely.
Yeah.
So you can see the prime rib, the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes had horseradish.
Yes,
flavoring.
And I'm not a fan of that,
Yeah,
so they brought me plain mashed potatoes.
They brought they didn't add that. They had the carrots and
accommodating.
The big dinner roll.
The Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, it looked like it's a big dinner roll.
Well, that's
cream
what
puff
you thought it looked like. But really, to me, it's like cream puffs I would make before you put your except huge, of course.
Yeah.
Before you would put your filling in, whatever it is you like to fill them with.
Right,
but that's kind of the texture and taste. Is like a cream puff with nothing in it.
And
it was good. I liked it.
And the portions are smaller. It wasn't some thick, 2-inch cut of prime rib. And I thought I was making the great decision that I got the prime rib, which it was good. It was good. But that pork shank, I saw them carrying that by.
Mm.
That looked incredible.
We'll have to go back and try the pork shank.
Yeah, yeah, it looked incredible. So they bring you out your dinner. We had our dinner, and
And of course, they're all named cute, of course, like, the magic mirrors, pork shank, and
okay,
to the
okay,
story Brother
yeah,
Grimm's herb chicken. So
right.
the menu is all themed like
And
the
then the
storybook.
desserts here, you can see the desserts. Gail will tell you what they are that are being served
Mhm.
to you.
There were Miner's Treasures, which is cookies and cream panna cotta with chocolate gems. There was a fairy tale gooseberry tart, meringue and gooseberry, and the poison apple, which was dark chocolate apple mousse with a sour
Yeah.
center.
And each of those were good.
And that was small plated the same way, where
And
you
it was
each got a taste of each.
the poison apple. It threw me off because it's the size of like a chocolate covered cherry is what I thought. It's very small. So you're not getting huge portions by any means, but the entertainment of the characters. Gail and I were talking about it, and Gail pointed out it's so different than we've gone to a lot of them. We've gone to Chef Mickey's, we've gone to the Polynesian breakfast, we've gone to
Cinderella's back in the
yeah,
day, and Belle's at the
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of we've had some different ones, but you had pointed out that it was so different, and it's because there's an actual theme to what's taking place. So as soon as for us, they come out. It's not one time at your meal, and you're never going to see them again. But they came out just after we had gotten our um, appetizers.
I
Yeah.
think.
So
Dopey came out first, I
yeah.
think. But they go to every single table,
Mm-hmm.
and they will interact with you. The more you interact with them, obviously, the more they're going to interact back. But of course, think of the time constraints. And they kind of put on a little show at the same time.
Yeah.
It wasn't just characters walking around, here's an autograph, take a picture.
Right, and then they're gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, you could interact with them. And
And that's a difference from meeting them in the park. If you go and stand in the line and meet and greet in the park, it's greet them. They might sign, a little interaction, a photo, and then you're off. They stayed at the table a little bit, because I like to have fun with them. And you just obviously don't be beating on their heads or anything like that, being aggressive with the little guy. But it was really fun. I got a photo taken with Dopey, and it was just fun. And they really took their time with the kids. They signed the autograph books for the kids, and they take photos with you. But the star of the show is Snow White, and Gail had a great conversation with her. You can see a video here of Gail talking with Snow White, and I wish I could play it, but it's so loud in the restaurant.
They're really quick-witted. Her and the Evil Queen were really quite entertaining, actually.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking, and Brian told her, "Be careful! I hear there's a witch out there with apples or something to that effect."
Basket of apples.
And she goes, "Ooh, I don't take apples from strangers anymore," in her little Snow White voice. It was quite comical, actually. It was cute.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Very, very fun. And, the difference is, of course, you're interacting with an actual live person versus a cast member that's in a costume, so there's that interaction that you can have with her. And they did a dance, and I got a little
silly
video
song
here.
dance they did.
Yeah, so you remember the song in Snow White, the silly song. They were doing that dance, and then the Evil Queen came out, and that changed the whole mood of the restaurant.
At the end of the meal, well, at the very end of your dessert, they bring you the Remember the
Oh,
box with
yes, with
the yes, I'm going to tell you
the
exactly what it's
hunters.
called though.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, it's quite theatrical
Yes.
for a dinner like this. So the cast member brings out this box. It's a small chest,
Hunter's treasure is what
hunter's
it
treasure, and
was.
she opens it up, and here's a video of it. She's opening the box, and that smoke or fog comes out of the box there, and they have, for each person in your party, they have a small chocolate heart, because of course the queen wants the heart. So you get one of those to be a finale of your dinner. But the
Then you
queen,
get the invitation
oh yeah, yeah,
at the end of the
for
dinner
the
for
invitation for
the evil queen.
the evil queen.
Yes.
Right. So she
She
is
requests your present.
right, right. So it's that whole thing that's just
Mhm.
carried out throughout the whole dinner. It's just a really, really neat
It was
experience.
enjoyable. It
Yeah.
really was. And the evil queen, she was,
Oh, she was spot
oh,
on.
yeah, she
Yeah,
was very
yeah,
quick-witted. Oh,
yeah,
did her part really well.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it really was
And
fun.
and if you want to have fun with them, because sometimes it's like, what do I say to them? What do I do? So I just Googled, what do you tell the evil queen from Snow White? In greeting her, and it gives you a list of things to say. So I did that, and
She was ready with an
yes,
answer for
oh yeah, yeah.
everything.
She was very quick witted and very, very fun.
Hmm.
So we had an enjoyable time, and this is constant, going on, because people are coming in at their dinner. Maybe the queen is coming out at the very beginning when they're being seated, because when we went into the restaurant, the queen was already up there greeting. So it's a continuous cycle,
Hmm.
of course, but it's not like you're going to be there all
No,
night.
no, they get you in and they get you out, but I didn't feel rushed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It
Maybe.
just went
Maybe.
at a steady pace. Here's your
Yeah.
appetizer, you're done. Here's your entree, you're
Yeah.
done. And in between, the characters made their rounds.
Yeah.
And I mean, it all flowed really well.
Right.
And
Yeah. Maybe at the very beginning, to me, it seemed a little bit rushed. It wasn't what I was expecting.
because we didn't know what
But
we were doing.
right, right. But after that, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. So if you go there, just follow their lead and be ready for your decisions, because some of it's going to be predetermined. You're getting
Hmm.
all the appetizers, no decision, main course, decision. You have a few choices, and then the desserts, you're getting all of them. And the desserts were quite good.
Everything was
Yeah,
very good,
yeah,
but if you're going starving and you want a ton to eat, then
yeah,
maybe a
yeah,
buffet's
yeah.
your
You're
better choice.
yeah.
But I mean, this was a little later at night, I think. I don't
Yes, yeah, it was
recall,
right, right.
but I mean, it was just a
It wasn't, yeah, it
very.
wasn't a terrible. I think it may have been 7 o'clock. It's not like the
Oh, it
nine
was. Oh,
o'clock.
I thought it was the
No,
nine. Okay,
no, no.
but
It was
all
like
I
seven
know is
o'clock.
I didn't leave hungry for sure.
No, no. You get
So
enough. At least I did, and I'm kind
mhm,
of a bigger guy, so
yeah.
I got enough from it. It's not like you're going to Boma though, where you're just you know get what you want. But it
Which also
was
was really good.
it was really, really enjoyable.
It
I
was. No,
really
as a
enjoyed it.
character dining,
Yeah,
it is one I would do again. I would do it again whether we had the grandkids with us or not, in all
yeah,
honesty.
yeah,
It was quite enjoyable. Now, I mean, on my next visit, no. I mean,
yeah,
maybe a couple years down the road, it would be fun to go back again. But
yeah,
I would go back next time we went. If we took the
yeah.
grandkids with us, I think they'd enjoy it.
Yeah, I would, if it was just us, I would give it
Couple
time.
years,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would give
Hmm.
it time. But definitely the next time we have an opportunity to have the grandkids, that's every year, but to go there, it would be to take the grandkids the next
Hmm.
time we go. But we just,
Felt it was definitely worth mentioning
yeah,
because we really enjoyed it,
hmm,
and
yeah,
it's just was very different than any other character dining we did.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
just felt like, yeah, let's talk about this one.
yeah. So if there's any cast members out there that are part of that and you're watching it, bravo, excellent job. We really, as you can tell, we just thoroughly enjoyed it. They did a fantastic job. So, but just as a reminder, if you like our videos, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. We are offering a free subscription, to our channel. But hit the like and subscribe. It really helps us put our information out there for our DVC members and those that are thinking about becoming DVC, and familiarize you with the DVC properties. So we've got a lot of videos out there right now that are on properties, different properties that we've toured, resorts and rooms. The Grand Floridian one just came out. We have a lot more to share with you, videos that we made while we were on our last trip. It was a week-long trip and lots of things that we did. So we're anxious to share those with you. But with that, we say this: be kind to cast members, and thank you for joining us on our DVC member or journey. And we look forward to seeing you on our next DVC journey. Bye.
Bye.